By the way, this is so great because I can just run a late show and I'm not making any money tonight, but I don't have to. I had all this prep, but I don't need to burn up my prep now. I'll save it for another show where we might make some money. Which, by the way, I don't know how we're not. We have 540 watching allegedly. Yo, I'm starting to feel Rumble's numbers are sus.
Oh, really?
You know, when we came to Rumble and people were like, yeah, y'all numbers are sus. ROTC and Mersh, they're buying bots. And I'm like, I'm not buying bots. That's why I've always told people, if you think Rumble's doing something wrong.
Yeah, you can't buy the bots because you don't have any money. But a certain guy does. Royce's dad.
Report it to the SEC. I don't know what to tell you. Or the FCC. Let them figure it out. If they're cleared an investigation, we know it's bullshit. I'm not buying bots, but then I'm starting to look at these.
I'm not buying bots. Right, we know.
Metrics. It's like, I got, let's say 25% less people listening than usual.
Uh-oh. Bleeding.
And I've made $45 tonight. There's no fucking way. And again, that's not.
How deep? I want to know how deep into the episode he is. Are we 3 hours deep at $45? Can we work out the math? What is Florida's minimum wage law?
That's me just being real. Like, my whole fucking career, I've had people telling me your numbers are fake or this is fake. When I was blowing up with
your whole career, like when you were open micing at the Flyleaf concert for X Fest, were people like, nah, we're fake. Hey, us in the audience, yeah, this is fake. Sorry, fake numbers.
Oh, and shit, I had 1,500 people.
I don't know if you can legally even call what you do a career. Who was saying it was fake? Bobo? Sorry, Mersh, but your gas mileage is fake.
Watching at my peak, I think I had like 2,000 people watching Nightwave at my peak. One time, I mean.
Bro, yeah, one time. A single instance at my peak. I peaked. You peaked early. It's over. Now you're falling off the mountain.
It averaged 15 at our peak, but one night it was like crazy. I think it was when I was doing the Crowder's gay shit. There were some big peaks. The Teddy Hart shit, we were back up in the 11. Like, there's times, where the numbers, and like, I can always correlate. Like, I've been doing it for years, and I couldn't write down or explain or teach to somebody what I seem to be able to perceive in the numbers.
Right. I get that. I totally understand that.
Like, there's no way to quantify it.
No, there's 100% a way to quantify numbers. In fact, it's the most easily quantifiable thing, numbers. In fact, I think inherently they are quantified. They're sort of quantific in a way.
I mean, I could if I sat down and really tried, but...
Right, but trying isn't exactly in your purview, so I can see why you wouldn't bother.
Rich says
you're too lazy. Underscore Mersh with a you're too lazy.
Oh, no, you're missing my point, Rich, entirely. I'm not. Maybe you're just conditioned to listening to Steel Toe. I'm not bitching about the lack of donos in the context of you guys aren't giving me enough money. You're missing my point.
My point is I'm wasting your time telling you about my numbers rather than doing a show or having any content. Just a black screen.
I am now willing to say that I might be a little bit suspicious about the numbers here.
Oh, really?
Podawful one. Podawful one.
What even gave you such an idea? The numbers wrong on Rumble? Impossible. Where could you even get that kind of idea at all?
Because, again, I can see trends. I can feel them, and I know kind of what I should be.
That's why you're wearing this beautiful pink shirt.
Making versus like who's listening and yeah, sometimes it's up, sometimes it's way up, sometimes it's
okay. Underscore. This clip is from underscore Mersh, by the way. You gotta learn the difference between your and your. All right, I'm sorry, but if we want to be on the same side, we don't want to look dumber than Mersh. You know what? Fuck it. Who cares?
Out, but sort of the average. The baseline, and Rumble's like, we swear you got 542 watching. We can't offer you any ad campaigns based on those numbers. And on top of that, I'm making, so it's 25% less viewers, but like a tenth of what I would make if 700 people were watching. Fuck.
Mersh is hurting, not just for a squirting, by the way. He is bleeding numbers. He said he was broke just a few weeks ago when his sister passed into an ethereal realm, became one with her ghostly brethren. Yeah, man, you're one of us now. So she smoked that ivory a little too much. By the way, anyone ever noticed before that Mersh has all this rain going on in the background? That's going to come up here in a second.
That stinks to me. Something stinks. Rich, you're missing my point.
Something stinks as the man who lives inside a litter box.
This was not an indictment of...
What's that? I don't know. Something about Rumble just smells like gas station cat. I can't quite put my finger on cigarette mold.
The fucking audience, or you're not giving me. I'm not Aaron from Steel Toe. I'm not going to do the goalie go. Like,
no, you're worse. You're worse. All right. People like enjoy making fun of Aaron from Steel Toe. It's like a sport for them. With you, it's like a slog. It hurts.
I'm just going, wait a minute. So you're telling me I'm pulling the same numbers I used to, but you won't give me live reads based on those numbers. And then also the 25% drop in audience, and I'm making 10%. Maybe not 10%, maybe 20% of what.
Hey, maybe you've run off the guys with money, because that was a limited by the way, that's a limited number of people in any audience, obviously. Maybe, just maybe, when you're constantly berating chat for not giving you enough money while you sit there and play with your kitty, and I'm not talking about the triangle, maybe they're just like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna vote with my dollar on this one and burn it. I'll just wipe my ass with it and flush it down the toilet, because I'll get more entertainment out of that than I will watching Mersh, and slightly less anal pain.
I'd make on an average show, that's the 75% to 20%. That doesn't correlate. Something's funky.
Hey, Mersh, how come you weren't able to do that math when you had 4 comments on a video with 1 million views on it on Rumble? Something was funky the whole time. But you were happy. You were happy to fake it till you make it. Royce taught you that trick.
I don't trust it. Yeah, Rich, I was just pointing out, Rich, like, I just didn't want you to misunderstand the point. And then when you said we're broke, I'm like, you're missing my point entirely. I didn't want other people to misunderstand my point. It wasn't me bitching about money. Yeah, I'm not making any money. My point being...
Here we go. We're in the Mersh loop. Are you ready, Mersh loop?
They're cyberbullying me to death.
Old Mershy 2 times.
When I would, like... That was one of the things when the trolls would go, oh, you buy bots. And I'm like, all right, fine. Fucking me.
That's not a troll. That's a person with eyes. That's someone who is able to quantify numbers. They're not trolling you by pointing out the obvious.
Yeah, I buy bots, but are all the super chats fake?
Hang on a second. Run that back.
Oh, you buy bots. And I'm like, all right, fine. Fucking maybe I buy bots, but...
Oh, boy. Here we go. Mersh telling on himself. He always does it. He's got to slip it in there. Yeah, maybe I do buy. Hey, what it? And he's going to say, no, that's me saying, haha, yeah, of course I buy bots, being sarcastic. No. Mersh is incapable of sarcasm because everything he talks about is his own miserable life, and it's projection. He's either projecting his own misery onto others or slipping in truths underneath the constant falsehoods about his life. Hey, look, one time I fucked this black chick, right? And anyway, I don't have any money anymore, but I was squirting on this.
Are all the super chats fake? Are the locals donor, or back then the Patreon subs, are they all fake? And
yeah, probably. Yes. Oh, Royce's dad is rich. Royce bought every single follower he had on Twitter. It's been proven with science. You guys have both said that you are willing to fake it till you make it. You guys have both admitted to buying bots in the past before. Royce's wife worked for Google in SEO. Is it possible? I don't know. I don't know. I can't quantify something like that. I get these feelings every once in a while, you know? It's like this thing where I can just kind of tell. I recognize these patterns.
And they tried to do that angle. Look, Royce's dad's rich, and he just has 1,000 accounts, all giving Patreon funneling.
No, it would only take, a few.
Money. That would make no sense.
When you hide how many people you have on Patreon, which you guys did, and then, by the way, moved off of Patreon to hide it even further, where you don't have to show anything on locals because no one even knows how that works. Good luck. I dare you. I dare everyone in the audience to go sign up for the Revenge of the Sis locals. Go ahead. Stop. Pull out of the pizza fund and get. If you can figure it out, then I willingly give up all my pizza funds to the ROTC locals. I swear to God. But isn't it convenient? Royce does. This is true. Royce has a rich dad who bought him a home. Royce hasn't had a real job in his whole life. Have you ever? Mersh is constantly talking about the little menial job. All of a sudden he worked at a furniture factory for 5 years on the last episode. He was a strip club DJ, which we have to hear about incessantly. He was, I think he was a shoe shiner. You know, he did a spit shine for a guy at an airport one time, probably. They flipped him a wooden nickel. He had a whole story about that and how it wound up with him fucking a black girl until she squarted. That's probably his story. I don't know. I think he was the mop boy at the Jizz Rag, which is a known hangout for pedos. So he's had every little menial job ever. He talks about every. Have you ever heard Royce talk about? You know, it's like Aaron hosting Steel Toe, doing this sort of blue collar style bit, this grift. He's never had a real job. He's been a radio man the whole time. Royce has been this is why Aaron is better. Everybody hates Aaron. That's fine. You can hate Aaron. I hate Aaron, but I like him because Aaron was a real radio man. Royce has been pretending to be on the radio for the past 20 years of his life. He's like 40 something. Over 20 years, he has been pretending to have a radio job. He made a website called More Like Radio because he's not just pretending to be a radio guy. He's pretending to be more like a radio guy than radio guys. And who was funding that? Who bought his house? Who made it so that he could live off of all of this shit? Isn't it fascinating that I have to hear from Mersh constantly about my dad supposedly funding Podawful, which imagine that. It like literally do the steps in your head to imagine. You've heard my dad on this show. Could you even picture something like that ever occurring? Royce is the only guy. Well, actually, sorry, I was going to say Royce is the only guy in Mersh's life that he allows to have this rich dad and no funny business going on. It's not, dad's not taking care of everything. But then, of course, there's also Dick Masterson and Nick Rekieta and anybody. He'll just take anybody. It's, do you like Mersh? If you like Mersh, it's okay that your dad funds, by the way, not Royce's life, Mersh's life. The only person on this screen right now between the two of us who has a daddy funding his life is Mersh. And it's Royce's dad. It's even more sick. I guess maybe this cat also has the night daddy funding his life.
Just die doing that. So that was to me always the indicator. Is the money fake?
Yes. I'm willing to say it. Yeah. Yep. The money's fake. In fact, this is something that should have come up on the last episode. We were talking about how, you've got, well, actually, let me let this play a little bit. But the Rumble numbers are so cooked that, yes, even the money is fake.
You can be, the numbers are fake. This is fake. That's fake.
Watch this.
What's fake?
Watch this.
But when I go, okay, but is the money fake?
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, you faked getting your YouTube taken down. I'm going to go ahead and say the money's fake. You faked the YouTube. You copied Flecka's talks. You fake being a Floridian, acting like you know how to ride out a hurricane. The big hurricane is coming. Hurricane Mersh. And that hurricane is about to wipe Mersh's life out. Okay? Forget Hurricane Milton. Forget Hurricane Helene. You know, I feel bad for all of these people. We'll talk about it in a second. Hurricane Mersh is about to wipe out not just Mersh, but the entire Mersh Effect universe. Royce, your dad better have been saving up.
Your own money. You're buying your own super chats. All right, so I'm buying Rumble super chats and giving Google fucking 30% and Rumble 20% and keeping 50% of my own money over and over again. That's a great business model. How?
Let me do a little bit of quantifying here for a second. Beep boop beep boop doo bleep bop 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 boop beep bop. Oh, are you broke, Mersh? Real quick, I just need to add this in. Do you have zero money? Beep. Yeah, it looks like you were doing that.
How am I doing that?
By being broke now. Yeah, you're right. If you were funneling money to yourself over and over again and losing out each time in an effort to look bigger than you are, in an effort to attract bigger guests like Alex Jones or Owen Benjamin, who was just on ROTC the other day, yeah, that would probably wind up with you being totally broke and on your ass. And again, checking in real quick, is there like a bald Mersh anywhere who could be having a mental breakdown on a balcony who can let me know whether or not Mersh is completely flat broke or not?
As opposed to Aaron, who I do believe does fake things because they're always off camera on platforms. You can't.
Oh, so it's possible. Oh, okay, so you can do that. That is a thing that people, in fact, do now.
I just like to say I'm fucking Nick Rekieta in the ass. Podawful made me do it.
See them on. Aaron's always like, oh, that was a private one. It was just on PayPal, but he gave me $100, another win for the toe. That's a fake dono. But I'm like, we have public donos. You think I'm just giving these companies a ton of money to look like I'm successful? Are you fucking nuts?
Are you talking to Royce right now because he did that?
Show Shakino for $1 just said totally not from Mersh. That's not, guys, it isn't from me, I promise.
By the way, I don't think Mersh does this. I think Royce does it. Everybody always thinks that Royce is asleep during Nightwave, which is, I mean, probably half of Mersh's audience they're nodding off. I don't know if you count that as sleeping. If you're doing a fentanyl style zombie lean over, you're doing the Michael Jackson smooth criminal, you're on the precipice of falling completely over. There ought to be a guy in a buffalo plaid shirt just to the right of you going timber, and you somehow survive. I don't know how these guys do it. It's incredible. But yeah, probably half of your audience is asleep. Royce isn't. Take a look at Royce is awake all day and night, tweeting on his big fake Twitter account where he bought all of his followers on there, which worked, by the way. The reason Royce would do this is that did work on Twitter, and now he gets paid to grift tweet. He gets paid for rage bait tweets. It's unbelievable that gambit paid off, that now people get paid for tweets. That was unforeseeable. And he just lucked out in that regard. But Royce, we know for a fact, is awake during Nightwave, is watching during Nightwave. He references it on Daywave the next day. He will tweet out about it. And we've seen him in chat. As a matter of fact, I have with my own eyes seen Royce send in super chats as Royce to Mersh. Why couldn't he do that from a different account? You think these guys don't have alt accounts? Of course we know they do.
But if you do want to donate, go to revengeofthesys.com/Nightwave and prove me wrong.
All right, guys, get out there.
Prove me wrong.
Let's do it, guys.
If you work at Rumble and you want to prove that your numbers aren't inflated, then low key send me some money and I'll be
high key. Do it high key, quick. Send them all the money you can, Rumble. Now that's the interesting thing. This is what I was going to say before. And we should have brought this up on the last episode. He's talking about, oh, there's no way. How could the numbers be fake? Is the money fake? Yes, we know the money's fake. Remember when they first got on Rumble and the vast majority of the tips, the chats, whatever they were getting, the super chats, whatever they call it on Rumble, the vast majority of the money from that the literal CEO of Rumble, Chris from Rumble, would come into their chat and just drop $150, $200. And then Mersh would be like, oh, hey, look, Chris from Rumble, shout out. And give him a little cheers and be like, wow, dropping the big donos. Thank you. And of course, back then, we were all looking at that as like, is this the pathetic way that they get paid for their Rumble contract? It turned out, all of us thought, oh, so their deal to make money on Rumble is the CEO, which, by the way, if the CEO is showing up in your chat room, you're either doing really, really well or you're on the shittiest platform of all time. That's like scary. Imagine, Dopinder Mishtar shows up in the chat room here on YouTube and is like, I don't think you'll get to have a channel anymore. I'd be like, all right, see you in a minute. See you on the next one, Dopinder. And he sent in $50 to say it. So thank you, Dopinder, for that. We love it. So Chris from Rumble himself is showing up, dropping off that money. We thought that was part of their contract, and it still probably is. But the real reason for that is because then when you do all the quantifying at the end, when you tally it up, you go, oh, yeah, no, there's definitely, you forget. Nobody does the breakdown of how much each person gave, which is, of course, the thing that Mersh can't do because he thinks he's feeling trends. Remember, this is stock tip Mersh. This is crypto Mersh. It hasn't worked out for him. The gambling doesn't work for Mersh. He can't see these patterns that he thinks he can see. We need to get him into some other sort of autistic pattern recognition that makes him lose even more money. Because crypto, how do we get him back into crypto? Can we get him pumping AMC stock, pumping GameStop? How do we fool him into getting back into this? Because he thinks he sees these patterns, but the thing he can't break down is that each person is giving a different amount. One guy could give $1,500 in a night, and then, a bunch of other people give $1. You could have 10,000 people supposedly watching. All of those are Rumble bots, of course, but 10,000 people are watching. And you go, yeah, look, that looks like it makes sense. Oh, look. Check it out. I made $1,507 tonight. Yeah. Thanks to the 8 people who donated. Wow, that was amazing of you. And then he just never does that quantifying at the end of that. That was the entire point of the Rumble thing. The guy gives $150, $200, whatever, $500. And then in Mersh's mind, he goes, well, I guess, look, I made all this money tonight. I guess those views were real. And then that falls off because Rumble is about to crumble.
We go tonight. Let me look real quick. 1845, we did... Yeah, there's no way. These books are cooked. Something's going on.
Yeah.
Phones to make us feel good.
I made $63 tonight with an audience that's only slightly less than the audience I average. Bullshit.
That just means your whales, your pay pigs are tuning out. Here's a concept, Mersh, and this is something that you'll never understand, but I'm going to say it anyway. Make good shit. I tried it with Aaron. I told Aaron from Steel Toe, make good shit. And what he decided to do instead is ruin his own life in a spectacular way, which actually worked out pretty fucking well for Aaron, I gotta admit.
I don't think Patrick wants Jesse PS smoke. Jesse's a fucking weirdo. I'm a fucking idiot.
Actually, that worked entirely for him. So maybe this is bad advice in general.
43 on Rumble.
For Mersh.
We did $98 tonight.
Wait, it went from 60 to 90. He's cooking the books in real time. Hang on a second. Let's roll that back. Did he just inflate the numbers?
1845, we did... Yeah, there's no way. These books are cooked. Something's going on. I made $63 tonight with
$63. Is there a cut here?
Audience that's only slightly less than the audience I average. Bullshit. 43 on Rumble. We did $98.
Okay, there was a cut. Still, that's made up. He's just making up. All Rumble numbers are fake.
But I have the same viewership, don't I, Rumble?
I guess the QR code isn't working, Mersh. Please take out your phones and scan your own phone screen in the mirror now. Please use some sort of two-way system of pulleys and levers and mirrors and smoke in order to scan the QR code on the screen you are currently watching. In fact, scan that QR code right now and join the pizza fund, podawful.pizza. This is Podawful.
You are all cult members, according to the people outside.
Welcome, everybody, to Podawful! Season Ephemera Obscura. This is... We got a good one for you here. We've got a big hurricane coming toward Mersh. And everybody's celebrating this for some reason. I want to talk about that in a minute here. We're going to check in with Revenge of the Sis, see how they're doing with that. By the way, we've got a lot of goons in Florida, a lot of people to look out for there. Flecka's Talks, also in Florida. We're going to check in on Flecka's as well. And we're going to get to the bottom of something. You know, I was talking about it there at the top of the show. Mersh is always questioning where I get my funding from. We're going to do a deep dive into that. We're going to quantify it all. You're going to find out who's really behind funding Podawful. Let's take a look at this. By the way, thank you for everybody joining us live in the chat room. Hi, everybody. This is going to be a Pizza Fund episode. We're just doing our classic, extremely long intros. 27-minute long intro, and then we do the theme song. Sure, why not? It's Podawful. This is how we do it. Thank you to everybody. By the way, Crystal Crocodile in chat. Strange. Okay. Ooh, this is a brand new person in the Mersh. We're playing this clip I'm playing is from _Mersh. And we love _Mersh. Shout out to _Mersh. Thank you for clipping this. This is a great clip. He just clipped a Podawful segment and put it on there. And reactions are mixed. People really don't like Podawful. For some reason, people come here and they love Podawful. And then Podawful seeps out into the rest of the internet and they hate it. So keep archiving Podawful, keep clipping Podawful, and keep uploading clips. YouTube hates it. Thank you to _Mersh for doing that. _Mersh, you can clip anything, all right? Whatever you want, as much as you want, you're allowed to clip it and upload it. We love _Mersh, but now there's this Crystal Crocodile, okay, who showed up on r/Mersh. I mentioned this last time. Everyone hates Crystal Crocodile. And I played a clip from Crystal Crocodile in the last episode. I said, I don't know this person at all. Maybe everyone's right. Maybe they are. And these aren't my terms. This is everybody else's terms. A lot of people are saying maybe Crystal Crocodile is a retarded pedophile. Okay. And I may have repeated that on the last episode. And, that's kind of a harmful accusation to just throw out there. But I will say this. I think it's probably true. Something going on with Crystal Crocodile. It's not working. And I don't know if you noticed this. It hasn't been working from the beginning. You showed up one day out of nowhere with all the AI art on r/Mersh, and everyone instantly hated your gimmick. And I stay quiet. I try not to interfere too much over on the subreddit. Although, by the way, thank you to the subreddit. Thank you to all the Mersh people who were uploading Flecka's Talk stuff. r/Mersh overnight, the home of Flecka's Talks. So thank you for doing that, and keep doing it, by the way. I know I'm breaking the rules here by posting Mersh stuff to r/Mersh, but I get to do that. I get to break the rules. You guys don't. No more Mersh stuff on r/Mersh. It's Flecka's Talks all week long, okay? And again, we will talk about Flecka's. Crystal Crocodile. There's something spooky. There's something eerie. There's something familiar going on with Crystal Crocodile. They're in the chat room right now. They're saying all sorts of things. They're saying the hate. They're saying the hate may be. I've always been here silently, says Crystal Crocodile. I'm going to say this. Crystal Crocodile made a grave error in their whatever this is they're trying to achieve. I know it's a thing. I know you're going for something. And, I'm now saying your name a bunch of times and you can, but again, I'm also saying you are possibly a retarded pedophile. That's the word on the street. A lot of people have said that. So I know you get to clip this and say all these things. Which is fine. But I know you're someone else. Okay? I know you're doing a bit right now. And I don't know what the point of this bit is. But you messed up in one place. I'm not going to say where. Not here publicly. You messed up in this one spot where I go, oh, okay, I guess everyone was right. Oh, okay, I see what's going on now. You don't know it. You couldn't possibly figure out where you messed up, but you did mess up. So it might be time to just go ahead and move on to a new character. Maybe try again. Maybe you'll fool us next time. But there is something. Everybody was right, okay? On r/Mersh, you guys are right. You snuffed it out real fast. I'm not going to ban them. I'm not going to ban Crystal Crocodile. I don't care. Unless they start, really shitting the place up. But you don't fool me. Anyway, what are the other people saying in there? Where's Pat? Who's Pat? Shout out to the Dom Reddit too. The Dom Reddit? Okay. All right, Bob Sphincter. I don't know if we need to know about your proclivities. Somewhat paranormal. Yeah, you know what? I'm not monetized. I think I'm allowed to say the word pedophile. And if I'm not, fuck it. We're going to get a new YouTube channel at some point anyway. We're just going to get kicked off of here again anyway. I'm tired of hiding the word pedophile. How sick is it that they've actually managed to make pedophile a bad word? That's a curse word now. Curses! You're afraid to say it. People do that. I see people in real life avoiding saying that word, sexual assault, rape. These are not, they are spooky words. Obviously, I would hate to be, raped by a retarded pedophile. I would hate to be SA'd by an R.
I'm suspicious now. I'm allowed to be suspicious.
Were we not allowed to be suspicious, by the way? Because we were suspicious for a long time, Mersh.
I'm not accusing anything. I'm just saying I'm suspicious. I'm a little suspicious. This feels a little bit off to me.
This is a Pizza Fund episode.
Is what it is.
It is what it is, everybody. It is what it is. This is a Pizza Fund episode. I forgot to say that again. We're going to jump into the Pizza Fund in just a minute here and go over some stuff. But let's just finish out this video.
We're gonna go here in a moment, and then we'll go ahead and raid somebody. We'll give the audience.
Ladies and gentlemen, Porcelain in chat. We love him, don't we, folks? Porcelain in chat. Got a lot of people in the. You know what? I'll jump in Piranha Tank here. Hi, henchmen. Hi, everybody's muted. Hi, there we go.
Wow.
Hi,
Jesse.
hi, guys.
Jesse.
Are you guys watching the show?
Yeah. It's on delay.
That is so sweet of you guys. Wow. Did you guys see Porcelain is in chat?
I did.
Shout out.
Yeah.
We'd love Porcelain to jump in here
Shout
for a
out
second.
Porcelain.
Jump in VC real quick.
Yeah, come on.
I tried to get Porcelain on the Ripped by August 2 episode, and Porcelain's like, no, I'm done with the internet. Oh no, I'm done with the internet. No more for me, thank you. And I'm like, come on, it's Mersh, it's a big thing. Porcelain, you literally made a dying man do a fucking 8-hour interview about Mersh with you. He was on his deathbed, and you forced this guy at, well, I was gonna say gunpoint, but you're British, at butter knife point, to talk about Mersh nonstop. You basically, it's a funny thing. The Medicare Porcelain interview is kind of a bizarre thing because basically what happened is for like 8 hours, Porcelain just told Medicare about pranks Podawful did. If you really kind of boil everything down, that's like essentially what was going on.
Pretty cool.
There's like maybe like 2.5 hours of it is just here's all of Mersh's fuck ups, and then everything else is bones, triangles, coleslaw. The man's life has been boiled down. His life has been triangulated into triangles and bones.
All other bone fragments in the future, please, to me. I just need 8.
Just need 8. Which bones he can quantify. All of a sudden with bones, you can get the quantification. But anyway, thank you, Porcelain, for being here. We love you. All right. Something up with my sound right now. My sound system's working a little funny. God, Lisa sucks, someone says in the chat room. That's crazy. Okay.
I mean, wrong.
Why did they say that?
Timing.
Why would they just say that out of nowhere for no reason?
That's some beef.
I don't know. Maybe they think I'm Lisa.
Dirk.
Oh, yeah, that's not Lisa who said that. Yeah, maybe they just heard a girl voice and assumed all girls are the same. You're right. Actually, that is Lisa. They're right. Porcelain says pretty much. Pretty much. Pretty much, he says. Crystal Crocodile says, Porcelain cursed me with an interest in Mersh. That's all right. We're not. I just did a whole thing about how we're not buying it. No, you didn't find Mersh through Porcelain. I mean, a lot of people did. I'm not taking. There's something going on with Crystal. I don't know who we think Crystal Crocodile is yet. But it's somebody. All right. Something's happening there, and we're not. It's over.
So you're still not 100% that it's Robert Robinson?
No. Okay, listen. I don't know. This is that the word? Word on the street apparently is that this is a literal retarded pedophile. No, I don't know. I don't know who it is, but it could be anybody. It could be.
What if they came
people.
into voice chat? That would probably help.
Hey!
I think it would.
Hey, join the voice chat, Crystal Crocodile. We'd love to get to know you better. You're not you're not one of these anonymous guys, are you? Join the voice chat. Anybody can join the voice chat. Podawful.com/cult.
Is this a cult if I ever heard one? Yes, it is. It's a cult. I mean, it's the cult of cults.
They say it's not that complicated. I agree. Say hi.
That's my favorite one with the little alien.
Come join, Crystal.
The bumper there, yeah.
Cult of Cults.
The Cult of Cults, yeah, that's a good one. All right, so it turns out Mersh agrees with us that his numbers are fake. Did you see that one coming? Isn't that crazy?
Nope.
Let me finish this one because we got to go into the pizza. All right, look, I played a bump. Let's play another bump. We got to go into the pizza fun in just a bit. We'll keep being here live for you guys. I'm giving you way too much free stuff here, but we're having fun. So. Podawful.pizza, join it.
Support the show. Join the pizza fun. Podawful.pizza.
Pizza.
Podawful.pizza.
Wow, now Crystal Crocodile's got competition in chat. There's an alabaster alligator in there running up. So people are guessing that Crystal Crocodile is comedy shaman in chat. Listen, there's a lot of possibility. I don't know. There's a lot of
not the right type of verbiage.
I don't listen. There's a reason they're typing in all caps. I don't think he is, but there's a reason he's typing in all caps. There's a reason they were using emojis to seem like a girl forever, and now the emojis have been dropped entirely. We get it. We're like, all right, I recognize these patterns, man. There's something about it. It's how I was able to pick up a year and a half before Mersh that Rumble's numbers were fake. You know, I just see these patterns, and
You're a noticer.
I'm a no. Well, we're not on the pizza fund yet, so let's be careful with that. But yeah, no, I agree, Crystal Croc. It's not that complicated. You can just jump into voice. You can just jump into voice and talk with the henchman here.
I mean, the way they type is pretty short and pedophilic.
It's clipped. It's certainly clipped. It's to hide their numbers like a sand person. Maybe they're just an Arab. Okay, so we're going to jump into the pizza fund in a minute here. Obviously, Crystal Crocodile's not going to jump in here, but once we go into the pizza fund, We will be discussing all of our theories on who this is. I'm going to go through deep dive, pull apart every single aspect of this and expose exactly who they are and their location. And then we will post it to r/Mersh. Let's finish this video.
To somebody here. Most of it, the audience, it's real anyway. And we chased Bellator off, by the way. They probably cut his the Vatican cut his feed.
Oh, now Crystal Crocodile is saying, fine, I'll join. How do I join? Podawful.com/cult. It's a Discord. You jump in the Discord. I'm sure you can figure out all the AI and you can figure out editing videos. I'm sure you can figure out Discord. In fact, you've probably got a Discord.
I chased off. Look at that. I chased off the fucking money paper.
By the way, sorry, real quick. By the way, I'm not going to turn my camera on for you guys. Just keep watching on YouTube, okay? We got to keep those numbers up, okay? Everybody hit like and all that kind of stuff because these preview. I'm doing a little extra preview because the preview streams on YouTube, people are not checking those out, and they really should. I'm giving away free content, and people are like, he goes into the pizza fund. I'm not going to watch that. It's like 40 minutes of free shit, though. Why wouldn't you watch it? I'll just stop giving you anything at that point, you know? If you really don't want it. So just keep your tabs open. I know there's a delay. You'll figure it out.
Pigs, and then I chase off the spiritual one. Look at that. I had a guy spiritually backing me up, and I still chase him off. I can't help myself.
So you can't figure out that you're chasing people off, and then also why is the money down when also my audience is 25% down?
I'm a liability. I guess that's it. We don't have any more coffee. No more coffees. All right, you guys are I have learned a valuable lesson tonight about Rumble. I'll just put it that way.
Yeah.
I was stalling, hoping somebody would donate, and nobody did because I just realized that it's probably all bots.
What percentage of Mersh's show is him stalling to try to find out if people will keep donating? Like, if you've ever watched the last, I'm going to say hour and a half of any episode of Nightwave, he'll start saying, an hour and a half before it's over, he'll start saying like, yeah, all right, we're going to end things here soon. And then it just keeps going and going and going. And you can see it. I mean, he's got the aviators on. It's reflected in his glasses. Remember when we flashed the screen in front of him one time? I wish PayPal could do that. I wish PayPal had just a strobe effect on it that we could activate so that we can see. He's just seeing, all right, well, somebody, please. I've only made $43. Please, somebody. By the way, we will take your guesses as to who Crystal Crocodile is in chat.
I should fucking myself. That'd be cool, huh? Dude, myself a fucking own, dude. God damn. It'd be so cool. I'll finally fucking sleep. Dude, I sleep so much that I'm like, why wouldn't I want to die? Like, sleeping fucking great. It's like all big sleeping.
Oh my God.
Who doesn't love sleeping? We did $98. We didn't even hit $100.
Whoa!
It's it's not great. Also, I'm not getting any live reads. Shocking. It's all for nothing anyway. So I need the money now. You know what I mean? Money me, money now, money. Otherwise, what do I do? You know what I mean? Burn in hell for nothing? No, I'm kidding. I'm joking, Veltor.
Oh, good one.
Yeah.
Wow, what
That's
a good
funny.
joke. Yeah, hey.
Thank God.
Just earlier in this clip, he was saying he doesn't do the steel toe thing of goalie, whatever.
Of
And now
course.
he's literally doing that.
Of course.
Fucking maybe I buy bots.
Yeah! All right, great clip.
Maybe I do. You want to fight about it?
Great clip _ Mersh. Pizza Fund, podawful.pizza. Going over there in just a minute here. Of course, the hurricane is on its way. The hurricane is coming. Hurricane Milton, it's called. And here's the thing. Everybody has been joking like, oh, it's going right over Ethan Ralph's place in Merida and then going up through Florida, and it's going to kill Mersh too. and they're all laughing, ha ha ha. You know, after this Hurricane Helene destroyed all the and everybody's like, we saw Fleckas. We all watched Fleckas. Fleckas was like, you know, oh, the Democrats, and we hate the hurricane, and they've got hurricane machines. They're killing us on purpose with their hurricane, which I believe. I'll go with his schizo posting on that. I'll let him cook on that. By the way, Ruby Reptile and Crystal Crocodile have now joined the Discord. So just jump into Piranha Tank here. In fact, I'd rather speak to Ruby Reptile. So the hurricane, everybody said it was bad. Now everybody's celebrating it because it might murder Mersh. Now, I'm against this in general for the same reason I'm against, people flagging Mersh. I don't want him murdered by weather. Call me crazy. I don't want anybody murdered by weather. I particularly don't want my dad murdered by weather, who is like right there where it's landing. Okay. I've said this a million times. Everybody thinks I live with my parents. That would mean I live like 5 seconds away from Mersh. You think I wouldn't be broadcasting from the street outside his house if I lived with my parents? So right there. They're about to get hit so hard. I'm scared. I'm scared for my daddy. Okay. Now,
hello, Ruby.
Now, Mersh would think I'm scared
Ruby
for my...
and Crystal are here.
All right, we'll talk to him in a second. Mersh would think that I'm scared for my daddy because that would mean I have no more money after that. But we're going to prove that false here in just a second. All right, real quick. Ruby, Reptile, Crystal, Crocodile. Which one's the real one?
I'm the real one.
Hey! All right, Ruby Reptile. Wow, I can't wait until Ruby Reptile is back on YouTube making those classic Ruby Reptile docs about lol cows and grifters. Thank you, Ruby Reptile, for joining us. Now,
I can't wait till Ruby Reptile makes more thought logs.
Yeah. Who are we? Let me go through the we've got Crystal Crocodile in here downloading Discord. Hi, Crystal Crocodile. Now, people were guessing that you are Zen Rhino, that you're skinny gay Millhip. That's just called gay Millhip, by the way. Gay Millhip, Santa Cruz Joker's dad. What? I don't know if that was actually a guess or not. Is it true Santa Cruz Joker was raped? Yeah, we'll talk about it. We got to do a show about that actually as well. I don't know. There were a bunch of guesses in here earlier. Now I can't see them. I can't find them as to who you are. All right, let's find out. Crystal Crocodile, say something.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, I've never used Discord before.
Okay. How do I know you're the real Crystal Crocodile?
I mean, who else would claim that?
Like literally 5 other people in chat, including Porcelain, apparently.
I guess so.
Yeah. So
I don't know. Like I said, I'm
post something to your community tab on YouTube.
Easy. Okay.
Yeah.
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 Okay, I'll post it.
All right. Yeah. Post Podawful owns Crystal Crocodile.
No.
No. He said no. Well, if it's no, then we've got a problem because in a lot of ways, if you think about it, I do. So.
Yes.
Yeah. Have you considered yes at all?
Well, I like your show, but the only reason I would hesitate is because people already think I'm like related to that Owen guy.
Owen Benjamin?
Owen Benjamin. I'm not a bear or anything like that, and I've been getting accused of that. And then the second accusation is always, "Oh, you're a Podawful guy." And I mean, I've passively watched you, but
what's wrong with being a Podawful?
Have you actively watched ever?
I am now.
Wait a second. Sorry, what did you say, Porcelain? Repeat that.
Like,
I mean, I'm not trying to be
him as
sorry.
the Owen guy is a bit suspicious being around these circles.
Yeah, that was a little weird.
All right.
Flipping up. Those cracks are showing.
That was an autistic, like Chris Chan style sigh.
Yeah. At least he's not Robert.
I mean, I guess I am learning more that I'm like.
Have I ever spoken to you before in any capacity?
No.
Have you ever messaged me before in any capacity?
No.
Oh, really?
Hesitation.
Oh, really? You sure?
I have no.
You've
I just have a
never
weird-
you've never messaged me in any way.
No. I just have a weird way of speaking. Sorry.
Okay, this is gonna be an
On any
interesting.
platform?
This is gonna be an interesting Pizza Fund episode, ladies and gentlemen. A very, very interesting one. Crystal Crocodile.
I'm so excited.
Woo!
Hey, Chris Croc. Can I call you Chris?
Yeah.
Okay, Chris Croc. Have you considered maybe just like going on your YouTube and still just posting that Podawful ones? You just like
Just
for
in
fun?
case. Just in case.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. One more time.
Just in case, make
Oh,
sure
sorry.
that everybody knows that I do
Yeah,
own
sorry.
you.
No, sorry. I have ADHD.
I legally,
Sorry.
I sort of legally own your YouTube channel and your character, the Crystal Crocodile, in a way.
And your bank
Okay.
account and your mom and your
Social
life.
security
Who
number.
changed his name to Crystal Crocodile Bear? That's funny. Okay. So I don't want to make this the Crystal Crocodile episode, but you're telling fibs.
Too late.
You're telling big
not.
fibs. Oh yeah, big fibs. But I'm not going to do it here publicly. I'm not going to embarrass you publicly.
Whatever.
All right. Why do you think it is everybody on Reddit instantly hated you? What do you think that was
No,
about?
but a few of them hate. Sorry, I figured a few of them hated me because they appear like they. I
Yeah,
went through
that
the post
explains
history
it.
and it seems like they used to make the art, and I guess, and I mean, I went to art school and people freak out about AI art, so I guess that he's on the other side of that, where he feels threatened by AI art, and he just immediately turned on this.
Well, you're overdoing. It's too much. There's a lot. You post a lot of and it's kind of the same thing over and over again, which we like doing here. By the way, we love AI art at Podawful. We sit there and just do that same thing over and over again and post every single one of them in here. We're retarded people, okay? So we like that. I consider myself to be an artist of some sort. I make stuff. I draw stuff. I'm a graphic designer. And I still like AI art, and I think it's a useful tool for that as well.
Well, yeah,
but
well,
you're
in particular,
overdoing
the
it
people
on
that were
Reddit. On Reddit, it's too much because it's just post after post of just the same type of AI, and I like all of them, but the same thing over and over again.
I have a quick question for
Oh, yeah,
Crystal
go ahead.
Crocodile.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
When we were asking you to post something to your YouTube community page, and you said that people were accusing you of either being an Owen Benjamin guy or a Podawful guy, what's wrong with being considered a Podawful guy?
We'll ask
Well,
you
no.
Farms, ask everybody, ask a Red Bar fan that. I mean,
Well, what is he? I mean, I want his answer.
by the way, Cast Iron, who's asking that, you should understand better than anybody.
Oh,
really.
yeah. I don't give a shit what other people think, but I want his answer.
All right, go ahead, Crystal Crocodile.
Okay, well, no, it was just because I didn't want to like be assigned to a group, I guess. I mean, I wasn't coming from anyone, so I didn't want to have to like be chained down with whatever
labels,
I don't
man.
Well, no, I just don't know the lore of like I really don't know a lot of the inside jokes. I just know from where I came in.
I mean, are you worried what the Reddit people will think about you, or?
No, but some of them have like I've been getting a lot of hits on my credit report and stuff, so I figure I'm getting like dark web.
Wait, what?
Okay, all right. Fuck off. Come on, man. Come on.
Your credit report's getting hit up, huh?
You do
Well, I mean, if I
realize
sound like
this is
an-
bull, right?
How would they know? How would they know who you are to do that?
I haven't.
I'm being
I haven't-
gang stalked.
I am, but I haven't really hidden who I am. You could like reverse search me, and my name's right there.
Okay.
Really?
All right. What's your name?
Yeah. My name's Andrew.
Andrew Paul Roach. You're Minnie Manson.
No.
I'm back.
Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, it's Minnie Manson, who I thought I had. Oh, there it is.
I am so severely mentally disabled, I don't know how to use a fucking computer.
So that's you. That does sound like you. Hang on a second.
I'm not a female, goddammit, I'm a man.
Yeah. Are you a woman? Are you a
can I
woman or a man? Let me ask you that real quick.
Can I ask you something?
All right. Can I ask you, are you a woman or a man?
Because I'm a crocodile.
No, here's the thing though. You were posting all these emojis. Your name's Crystal. Everything's kind of got this like gay, female, feminine vibe to it with the stuff you're doing. To the point where my wife thought you were a lady. She just assumed. It was like in her head, she kept calling you a she.
It's a mental illness to be transgender.
So are you male or female? Yes or no?
I'm a crocodile.
Okay, so
Crocodiles still have gender.
Minnie Manson, I knew it. Yeah, so why were you pretending to be a lady?
I just lean into whatever gets assigned.
What were you assigned at birth?
A team player.
Okay, well, listen, we're gonna hang up the crystal crocodile part here right now because it's a little psycho, and I'm kind of scared, to be honest. But one more time before we end this part, and then I'm gonna continue the planned show here.
Okay.
Have you ever, in any capacity, on any platform, in any way, at any time, messaged me?
No.
All right, everybody remember that. Okay. All right. Thank you, Chris. You can go if you want, or you can stay until we're done with the preview here. This is going to be an hour-long preview at this point. Anyway, hurricane's coming. Hurricane, and I am not for this. Everybody is like making fun of Mersh. He's going to die. My dad's going to die. So I'm not making fun of this at all. However, we do have to recall that Mersh did infamously one time show us how to be prepared for a hurricane. And I do have a feeling that this video may be very close to biting Mersh in the ass here. Like this, we might finally get the major payoff punchline to this video after years. This was posted for the first time on YouTube in 2017 by Revenge of the Sis. And this was their attempt to go viral. They thought this would be, that's why it's filmed vertically. They thought this would be one of those kinds of videos that takes off. There's a big hurricane coming at that point. Mersh lived with Royce. They were butt buddies over at Royce's dad's place. And they're hanging out by the pool. And infamously, Mersh did this. This is called, by the way, this is how you know it's an attempt to be a viral. Oh, man. I got to check the tags on this video because the title of it is Crazy Florida Guy Swims in Hurricane Irma.
Folks, how you doing? This is
we get camera in here?
Revenge.
No. Watch on YouTube because then you won't watch on YouTube.
I'll leave it open.
All right,
Always
fine. Leave a tab open, guys. Leave a tab open. Here you go. Here you go. You're right. You're right. You're right. Hey. When
Only
you're right,
because Lenny asked.
When you're right, you're right. My man Servant says it. I go, and I go, no. And then occasionally, yes, he was right on that one. I apologize. Guys, I'm sorry. Okay. All right, here we go. Mersh's infamous hurricane preparedness video.
Folks, how you doing? This is Mersh from Revenge of the Sis, and behind.
Hey everybody, it's me, Mersh. This is totally the way I talk and always have.
In the camera, of course, is my co-host Royce Lopez.
Yikes!
And wanted to help you out. Hurricane preparedness, of course.
By the way, the hurricane's already got him. A tree branch struck him earlier in the gunt. So,
of course, you know you can never get advice too late in the game, and. Being a true Floridian, me and Royce both, we've been doing this stuff for years, so we wanted to get...
We've been doing this, so he's pretending fake radio guy and fake Florida guy hanging out together. We've been doing this stuff for years. Mersh had moved to Florida like 3 years before this. He lived in I know North Carolina sounds like a hurricane place now because of what happened there, but that's odd. You know, I mean, they get hurricanes, but like it being that devastating is a strange thing. That's why it's news. And then before that, of course, he was from New York. So you haven't been doing this for years.
Some tips out there. Number one, stay calm. Seriously. Don't be a little bitch.
Ooh, and let me just play that again for you here. Big screen so you can see it. Check out those eyes.
Tips out there. Number one, stay calm. Seriously. Don't be a little bitch.
Whoa. Don't be a little what now? Where'd you go? Uh-oh. Mersh already, he's in that's the eye of the hurricane there. It's taking... it's taking shape inside his skull.
Bitch.
Real grandmother face there.
It's gonna blow over in no time anyway. And make sure you got plenty of booze, cigarettes. We're frying up bacon right now too, so cook all your food up. Enjoy.
They're cooking bacon on the grill. Classic. What an insane fat guy move. You didn't even know that was possible.
Yourselves. That's the most important thing though, folks. You got to enjoy yourself.
Hey, I'm California and New York and Florida.
You know what I mean? You got to make the most of the best of your situation. And
Awooga
that's what we're
booga
doing here.
dooga.
He had to check to see if there was still a pool there. He was ready to jump in, and he was like, all right, okay, yep, pool.
So,
when your eyes are zooming around inside your head like that, like you live in this non-Euclidean nature. It's like an MC Escher staircase going on around you at any time. The pool might have moved.
right now, Hurricane Irma, it's pool time. Woo!
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 Why isn't he embarrassed?
And beer filled with chlorine now.
Enjoy it, folks. Let's make the most of it, huh?
Yeah, just make the most of it. Okay, classic video. So,
blowing his nose into the pool.
I checked in with Royce and Mersh. They've got their most recent episode of Revenge of the Sis is called We're Not Leaving. Okay, and it's a big picture of a hurricane. We're Not Leaving, 6,000 views on Rumble. That's not very good even for Rumble. And then over on YouTube, it's got how many views on their 43,000 subscriber channel? Oh, that's right, 1.6 thousand views. We're Not Leaving, they say. We'll check in on that video and Mersh talking about his hurricane preparedness later in the program. But yeah, let's just keep this pool one in mind here for whatever happens after tomorrow. Okay, that's all I'm saying. And again, I'm not for this. I don't want anything bad to happen to this guy because I'm worried about my own. I've got family down there, you know, and I don't want anything bad happening to him. So when it comes to Mersh, we pray for the best, and the best is whatever's funniest. All right. By the way, I always lose this clip. I always lose this clip. The pool clip, it eludes me. I finally downloaded it, but guess what? Right before the show, I was begging everybody who's got it. I found the original. What I'm playing here is from Revenge of the Sis's YouTube unlisted, everyone. 1,159 views on their attempt at viral video. It has one comment, and it's from years after the fact. Glad I found these older videos. You should make more of these, amigos. One single comment. Now, here's what I'm going to do. This is going to be fun. I'm going to post this in our chat here in Discord, and I'm going to post this in the YouTube chat. Everybody go leave a Podawful themed comment. Whatever you want to put, mention Podawful mentioned, and go leave it on this old video. And let's see if the video doesn't get taken down eventually. Are they willing to private it? Are they willing to remove it entirely from the platform as the result of this? And then while I'm at it, I also want to check the tags on this. I didn't think about this before. YouTube tag grabber. Let's just do that. YouTube tag extractor tool. So let's find out what they put in the tags for this video. Okay. Florida Hurricane Irma footage live storm system Orlando, Florida man. Funny disaster video, I would say. Drinking party, pool party, hurricane party, Mersh comedy, Revenge of the Sis, Fifth Circle Radio, their old podcast where they pretend they're on the radio, More Like Radio, Royce Lopez, Weather, and Crazy Person. Okay, so that's fun. Let me just, has anybody put any comments? Are you guys leaving the comments? Let's see. Someone says, I'm glad you guys didn't get boned by that hurricane. What? You just left a good comment? What the hell? One guy just left
bone themed.
Oh, boned. I said mention Podawful. So Jerry Noto says Podawful made me do it. There we go. That he's doing it right. Go leave your comments. I'll save that tab. We'll check in on it later. But like I said, Mersh believes that everything, I'm worried about my dad. Mersh believes everything here is paid for by my dad. In fact, this is a very recent clip. I am just constantly on Mersh's mind now. He's talking about me on almost every episode of Nightwave at this point, and he said this.
Reddit, Podawful, people, like, there's literally 3 guys.
And thank you so much. I'm one of the Earth's guys.
Jesse.
Thank you.
I got excited, very excited to see all of this.
Number 1 with a bullet. Not just one of the top 3. I am number 1 on the guys of the internet, the world, whatever.
From Podawful, there's Alan Powell.
Crazy number 2, but okay.
And there's David Walsh.
Somehow Porcelain doesn't make the list. I don't know how this is possible.
All right. All 3 of these people are literal.
Excuse me? Did he just call me a rapist?
One just happens to have parents with money that can fund his little cute fucking dream of being a comedian someday.
It's so cute.
Who's he talking about? David Walsh? I didn't know David Walsh wanted to be a comedian. What is he taking after Mersh now? Didn't Mersh try to be a comedian someday and instead he's begging for cat litter money on the internet now? I don't recall ever trying to make it as a stand-up comedian. That seems to be Mersh's dream. But this is what he thinks about me, despite what's going on with Royce. This is what he thinks about me. This is what a lot of people on the internet cope with. They see, Mersh loves going, oh, the red light and this thing about the red light and the studio and all this. It's poison. He's trying to poison his own audience's mind because he knows what's going to happen. Every single time he talks about Podawful making fun of him, he knows that some of the people in his audience are going to be daring enough to go seek out Podawful. In fact, there's probably a good portion of our audience that are here from that. And so when you tune into this is psycho. I mean, I get it. This is completely psycho to look at. It makes no sense. Why is he wearing the same clothing every episode? So, so he wants to poison the well. He wants it so that, what is the one compliment I normally get from people who even hate Podawful? Go ahead.
Good set.
Good set. Production value. Production value, yeah. That's usually the catch-all. Studio, set, production value, whatever, which this is not a studio. This is not, it's a studio, but it's not a set. This is a moon base. And so when they tune into this, they go, here's this guy. He's got a lot going on here. I don't know. Maybe when he says this stuff, he's right about Mersh. And they're probably sitting there going, why is a red light bad? That's a bizarre thing to say. Yeah, crank up the red light. Jesse, go ahead. Loser. You're like, huh? Is that bad to have a red light? So then they tune in. Now they're hearing Mersh's, this is his plan. This is what he's concocted. Now they're hearing his words inside their head when they see this. They go, ha, look at that. He's got that red light Mersh was talking about. Idiot. And of course, if you think about that for 2 seconds, it's like, what does that even mean? It's like, oh, I'm trying a little bit. I did something. The show looks like nothing else ever. Despite all of the comparisons to all these other things that Mersh himself in that clip actually tries to do later on, it looks like nothing else. What a strange thing to try. And so he's poisoning the well with that. And of course, he's trying to think, well, hey, if they think that this shit exists because his daddy's buying it for him, then the stuff being cool or neat or bad or fun is bad. My dad doesn't buy anything, and I'm tired of saying this. This is going to be the last time I'm not like ever trying to rebut this, by the way. Like, it's funny to talk about. This is why we like to do this, is it's funny to go over this. It's funny, by the way, because most of the people who claim it about me, it's true about them instead. My dad's a poor man, and his house is being washed away as we speak. If he had $1 to give me, I would tell him to keep it because he needs it. All right. That's something that Mersh doesn't understand. But maybe the reason they don't understand it is because people don't know where my money comes from. And so I would like to help them out. And I would like to share with them exactly how I do fund all of this. I understand it's confusing. It seems bizarre that I'm able to afford these things, but I've been funded by somebody for a very long time. And we're going to talk about it further in the Pizza Fund. Join it, podawful.pizza. We'll see you there in just a minute. We'll get it all set up and running for you to see over there. But before we go, just so Mersh sees this, I know he can't afford the pizza fund right now. I'm going to give him his answer. For a long time, we've been funded by a man, a very generous man. He's part of the pizza fund. He joined the pizza fund a long time ago as a fan of the show, and he works for an organization. And when we talk about the cult and all that, people get confused about this, but this is what we're talking about. This organization is what runs Podawful globally. And yes, we do have a pizza fund. And yes, you guys pay for it. I mean, you've seen, there's all these people in here with us right now. Everybody say hi who's just in the voice chat right now.
Hello. Hi. Hey, what's up?
So most of these people are in the pizza fund.
Happy to be here.
Obviously,
etc.
Obviously, like, there are people who are willing to pay, but when we do fall on hard times or we need a little cash influx, my dad can't afford things like that. This is the man who has been helping me out, and it's time I finally publicly acknowledge it. Now, he asked for years to not be acknowledged on the show, and I've respected those wishes. But I went to him and I said, I'm tired of people giving credit to my dad where credit is due to you. And I think it's time to step forward. And recently, he started his own YouTube channel, and we figured, what better way than to sort of introduce him than through his own YouTube channel. So, ladies and gentlemen, the man who funds Podawful, this is Dr. Egon Chalakian. And
Hello, my name is Egon Chalakian. I am an intelligence educator. I prepare intelligence personnel for clandestine service. The focus of my career has been centered on the intelligence component of national security, with a particular emphasis placed on intelligence community practice. I am an active member of the International Association for Intelligence Education, the United States Geospatial Intelligence Foundation, and a proud founding member of the OSINT Foundation. I am likewise active within the corresponding AI, electromagnetic, and directed energy intelligence and warfare communities as well. As a young man, my initial introduction to the U.S. intelligence community was realized as a junior test and evaluation engineer on the top secret Joint Hughes Tool Company Aircraft Division, U.S. Central Intelligence Agency, LOH 369 VIN wiretap project. This project was undertaken at the shadowy Area 51 classified facility. Earlier on in my career, I had the distinct privilege to work with 4 standing U.S. presidents, Nixon, Ford, Carter, and Reagan, and one future president, George Bush Sr. Such privileged early career exposure brought my individual into direct interface with the classified defense intelligence national security communities. Later, having worked with Mr. Reagan during his kitchen cabinet period, and then with the Reagan White House in the early 1980s, I contributed legislative affairs-related service in the furtherance of successfully passing the President's Department of Defense Strategic Defense Initiative.
Okay, so I hope that clears everything up. Thank you, Dr. Egon Chalakian of course, the Earth Save Science Collaborative, who funds Podawful and has for the past 15 years. See you in the Pizza Fund, podawful.pizza, for the rest of this episode, where we'll do a deep dive into Dr. Egon and more Mersh coverage as well.
Sorry, nigga. I'm Tom Go, and you're watching Is This Live, the show. This content right here on the Podawful TV network is Pizza Fund only. Podawful.pizza. This shit is beefer. You're listening to Howdy Do with J. Crew. Podawful.pizza. We got shooters in these streets. Nigga.
Urquhart is the handsome stud.
TV network
is Pizza Fund only.
My goodness.
It's true.
Goit is the best person.
Oh boy, all right. Finally, we're rid of these. Oh God, we're still in the public Discord part of the. Oh God, no. Ah, oh, no. Shit. Ah.